What if Goku was reborn with all of his powers and memories part 2? Before the video starts, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe and share. Let's reach 10,000 subscribers and make sure to check me out on Twitter, Discord, and my Patreon. Now let's get into the video. Goku has always been wanting to have a rematch with Beerus, since he first fought him as a Super Saiyan God all those years ago. He got into his stance, as Beerus admits, he doesn't know how this simple mortal has the power of angels, but he cannot defeat him. With his power, Beerus is just way too powerful for him. Beerus would flare his purple aura, and Goku would charge in. Surprising Beerus at his speed, Goku would actually land a solid hit on Beerus, who would throw a punch back. As Goku would dodge it, they would go back and forth trading blows between each other. As Goku was actually overpowering Beerus, because remember, Beerus was holding back as he always does because he underestimates a lot of people, and he underestimated Goku's power. So Beerus is fine, let's see how he handles at this power. And he would use more of his power, having the purple aura surround him, and the two would clash. Now Whis had made a special force shield in a big area for them to cut loose, where they will be floating in space, as Whis also took big chunks of land as well, so they can battle on foot as well. As he smiled watching, they were getting all heated up in the battle, Beerus would say fine. He earned to see his true power, and he wonders how the Saiyan can survive. He would scream as Whis smiled. He hasn't seen Beerus go all out in a very, very long time. The God of Destruction symbol appears glowing on Whis' chest and stomach. He would actually grow a little bit in muscle size, and his fur will become a bit more darker, or his skin tone become a bit more darker purplish. As Goku gets into his stance, he's never seen Beerus at this level of power before, and he was shocked at how Beerus has this much power left. Goku doesn't think that he can beat Beerus, but he's sure as hell gonna try. But now Goku thinks that he needs to go all out, put all the deck of cards on the table as to even survive. He would then go into normal Ultra Instinct, but then his eyes would turn into a yellowish color, as he was using True Ultra Instinct, to where he can use all of his Saiyan emotions to help him in battle, and it would actually make him more powerful if he would have used Master Ultra Instinct. Now, the two would clash together, cracking the shield. As Whis held on, Beerus was using all of his high powers on Goku, but Goku was strong enough to repel the attacks. Now, as soon during the battle, Goku would actually lose to Beerus. He would lose power, and Beerus has some battle damage on him, but Beerus was still able to defeat Goku as Goku ran out of steam. Beerus was still rising in power, as Beerus was still showing Goku more of his true power. Now, I could have made the what if boring and just say that Goku just powered up and defeated Beerus, but a lot of people don't forget how powerful manga Beerus is. Beerus in the manga is still extremely powerful. Like, he was able to one-shot a perfected Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta with ease and not even try it with one hand. And he's also the same one that's not even intimidated by Master Ultra Instinct Goku. He's not even intimidated by him, and he has seen him fighting full force against Whis, which obviously Whis easily defeats him. And he's also the one that also trained Vegeta to have Ultra Ego, so he knows how powerful Vegeta is, and obviously the two did not truly fight, or Beerus never said that he was stronger. So Beerus is still the top dog in terms of the Universe 7. But now, we don't know yet until we actually see Goku battle Beerus or Vegeta. Maybe they do fusion and fight him. But we also need to see how powerful the new form of Frieza is. Black Frieza is what everybody's calling him. And he was able to one-shot both Goku and Vegeta, but they were both tired in the battle. So we don't truly know how power scaling is going right now in the manga. But we can assume that Beerus is potentially stronger than Black Frieza, or Black Frieza is actually near his power. That's just a little out of what-if context. Now, Goku would lose the battle, and Beerus would not actually blow up Planet Vegeta. Beerus agrees, as he thinks that he will leave the planet alone, as Goku earned it, as he thinks that the Saiyans can become this powerful, they can actually give him a real challenge, and he kind of just forgot about it. You know, he doesn't care, he'll just let it go. And I mean, he blew all the steam off anyway of anger and everything, and now he says that now he wants some food, or else he'll just blow up the planet, the usual. Goku says, well, Planet Vegeta does have pretty good food, but if Beerus wants the best food, he needs to go to Earth with him. Which I think is a really dumb idea that Goku would do that, but I did make the what if. But Goku would go to Earth with Beerus, along with Whis, and also, guess who else comes along? Vegeta. Yep, Vegeta has been watching the battle, and Vegeta wants to follow along, seeing Goku and alongside Beerus. Yeah, we'll get into Vegeta very shortly. Now, they would be on Earth, as the Z Fighters would host a little party. Now, this would not end very badly with being pudding smacked out of his hand or anything like that. This actually goes really peaceful. Beerus was too happy eating all the food, as he's never had food this good in his entire life. Same with Whis, who they were making those weird noises and yelling really loud and dancing around with the food because it's that damn good. Now, Beerus will be finished, and he'll actually take some packages with him. He says that he will be coming back very soon, as he wants to have a rematch with Goku very, very soon. He also agrees that Goku should be training with Whis, which Goku was going to anyway, as Goku does have Whis' power signal now, and he can instant transmission there. Now, he will be coming soon with the partner, as he told Whis. Whis would agree, saying that sure, that's fine, gives him something to do. Now, Goku would find Vegeta. Now, Vegeta came to Earth with them anyway, and he actually really enjoyed the Earth food. It's also where he kind of hooks up at Bulma a little bit, as Bulma was flirting with him a lot. But now Goku knows that he needs Vegeta as a rival and a training partner, and he knows how powerful Vegeta is, and he wants to help Vegeta and make sure that if anything happens, he has people like Vegeta. I know his son Gohan, we'll get into that shortly, and he knows that his friend Vegeta will be able to help him. So Goku would actually train with Vegeta in the beginning parts on Earth, getting him prepared to even go to Whis. But now the two rivals would start having a fun little relationship, but obviously Vegeta hates Goku, considering the fact that Goku's stronger than him. But now Vegeta's over this year of training on Earth. Now Goku will be teaching Vegeta everything that he knows to get him physically prepared, as he wants Whis to do most of the training, as Goku's not much of a teacher anyway. But now during this year, Vegeta would actually have a relationship with Bulma, and Bulma would soon figure out that she is pregnant. But now, in typical Saiyan fashion, Goku and Vegeta would then disappear to go off to Whis' planet, and they would begin the special training. Now, Goku would obviously not really do the same training that Vegeta did. Vegeta would probably be doing the same kind of, like, the cutting the grass, figuring out the God Key thing in the chamber. Goku would actually be doing different training, as Goku is already super powerful, and he already knows God Key, and he already has Ultra Instinct. Whis doesn't really have too much to teach him, but he does at the same time. Whis is going to help him learn to master and truly control 100% and utilize 100% of Ultra Instinct's power. So during the time that Goku's helping Whis train with Vegeta and also getting some licks in as well, Goku would actually be doing secret training with Whis to perfect his Ultra Instinct. He was trying to figure out how to use 100%. As after a little spar, Goku would ask Whis, saying that there has to be a way for him to reach 100% and even maybe surpass that power of Ultra Instinct. And Goku asked, how strong would he be if he does reach 100? And now Whis states, well, the angels can use 100% of the Ultra Instinct's ability, and he thinks that Goku is around 2 to 3% of the power. It's better than the 1% that he said in the manga. Now, he thinks that if Goku could potentially use 100%, Whis says that he will have power like he never dreamed of before. Maybe to even defeat the gods of destruction, and maybe even keep up with angels. But Whis doesn't think that he can really do it. But obviously, Goku with an objective in mind and a goal ahead, you know he'll break his limits and he'll do it. Now, for Vegeta, he actually does learn God Ki, and he actually does learn how to turn into a Super Saiyan God. Not Super Saiyan Blue. As, remember, he does not have Super Saiyan, so he only has Super Saiyan God currently. Now, would Goku have taught him Super Saiyan over the year? Yes and no. I feel like they would try to do it, but Vegeta doesn't have as many S cells as Goku, and Vegeta wasn't physically strong enough yet, so Vegeta wouldn't be able to actually do it. But now, going into what's happening, especially with Vegeta, Beerus would then wake up from a small nap, and now obviously Goku begs him he needs to train Vegeta. As Goku agrees, alongside with Whis, as they talked about it, that Vegeta follows the God of Destruction training way more better because it fits his mindset and his fighting style better. Whis would even agree. Now, Goku fits more of the angelic style. But now, Beerus, who's woken up from his little nap, won't train Vegeta, as he thinks that's stupid. He's not a trainer. Whis is the trainer. But Goku says that nobody can train God of Destruction energy better than Beerus, because he's the main user. Now, Beerus would think about it. He'll think. He's kind of, you know how lazy Beerus is. He doesn't feel like doing it. But as Vegeta would even beg him, saying that he will train like never before, and he'll even be a worthy foe to fight him. Now, Beerus thinks that that's BS, and he obviously won't listen to him. But Beerus says, you know what? he would actually grumble and sigh as he would agree, saying he will not be nice during their training sessions. Now Vegeta followed along, ready for the challenge. Now Beerus was ready to train him, and this was going to be extremely grueling for Vegeta. We're not even going to show it. But now on Earth, Gohan, who was still a kid, would actually be with Piccolo, and they would actually grow a close friendship. Now Piccolo thinks to himself how powerful Goku is. What can Piccolo do to truly become powerful enough to even compete with him? As Piccolo still has this little goal that, oh, I want to take over Earth here and there, but considering how powerful Goku is, I think he would drop the idea pretty fast. Considering the fact that Beerus was there as well. Now, he does have a few ideas that Goku has told him to help with him in the power over the past couple of years. Piccolo would go off on his own, leaving Gohan, saying that he needs to follow his own destiny, and Piccolo needs to find his true calling. Now, Piccolo would go find his true self and what he is worth in the art of Dragon Ball. But now for Gohan would actually go back to study with Chi-Chi, but he would actually keep on training. Now, Gohan still wants to be a scholar and everything, but still he does want to keep on training here and there because he still finds it fun. And Chi-Chi does allow it, because considering that Goku is a lot more of a better husband, so she's not as stuck up. But now, as for Goku would actually leaving Vegeta to go do his own thing for a little bit, and helping out Whis, so Whis can just focus on Vegeta for a little bit alongside Beerus. Now Goku would actually go to King Kai's world, he would jump scare King Kai appearing out of nowhere. He would become friends with King Kai and tell him like, hey, do you guys know any strong guys around here that I can fight? You know, King Kai's like, well, Hell kind of hosts a lot of strong guys. The Heavens have some strong guys too. Now Goku already knows of Pikkon and all those guys, and he actually might go fight them, as Goku would go explore the Heavens and Hell, as he knows how to escape anyway from Hell, as he needs to beat the demon in a race to escape. Very similar to the original Dragon Ball. And I think Goku has the power, I think, to be able to break out of the shield that's holding in Hell. Because, I mean, if you have the likes of Super Buu and Gotenks ripping a hole in dimensions, I think that Goku can probably overpower the Heaven's Gate and be able to break past Hell and go back into the overworld. And now, Goku would actually go see Frieza, because why not? He's already down there. Now, he would actually have a little smirk for Frieza. He has been in a cocoon, tortured by fluffy animals and teddy bears for the past decade or more. During this time, though, Frieza has been training, and Goku just senses, actually, Frieza's actually gotten pretty powerful just for doing mental training. But obviously, he's not at the level that he was in the manga, nor is he in the level of what he was in the Resurrection of F. I would say that he is potentially at levels such as maybe like low Cell Saga level, at least. Now, this is not me just dissing on Frieza. I know his potential is so busted, but this is just simple mental training that Frieza's doing, and Frieza doesn't really have a goal to train right now because he's legitimately stuck. Now, if Frieza was alive and Frieza was brought back to life, that's where some things are going to change, and we'll save that for later on parts, maybe. Now remember, his brother and his father is still alive somewhere in the universe, but we'll get onto that later. But now, Goku would actually go through Hell and just pretty much destroy everybody in his way, flex on his power, show what he can do, and this will all come to bite him on the behind later on. Now, as he actually remembers with Frieza about the Hyperbolic Time Chamber on the other planet, it actually gave him an idea for their Hyperbolic Time Chamber that him and Vegeta, alongside Whis, can actually go in there and train if the needed is be. And that's actually really good because they can have enough supplies for 2 people. Plus, he also knows that Whis can heal all of your injuries and also bring back your stamina. So that's a really, really good boost of Zenkai's. Goku keeps that in mind for right now. Maybe that's a really good clutch if they ever need something. But now, Goku would go back, and he would train with Whis on the planet for about a year. Now, he would actually leave the planet, leaving Vegeta to be trained by Whis and Beerus alone. Now, Vegeta has strived to do whatever it takes to defeat Kakarot, so being trained both by an angel and a god of destruction will help a lot. As Goku would go home and spend time with his son and Gohan and Chi-Chi, he would actually be training his son, as he actually knows how powerful Gohan's potential is. He knows his son wants to be a scholar and understands that, but he does want to enjoy peace and still train his son to make sure he is strong enough, because even with simple training, Gohan can get so powerful, it's ridiculous, his potential. It doesn't make any sense. but we love it. But now, in the pits of hell, a machine that holds all the power and evil is being maintained by a young demonic boy who was dancing to music, not paying attention, as then he breaks the machine, hitting it. As he sees it cannot handle the power that has been reaching it lately, it spills out onto the boy, and he begins changing into the strange, fat, large blob creature thing. And his power was never before seen, ever. It was actually destroying the heavens and more, mixing everything, causing chaos. But now, the reason why he's so much more powerful is because now this version of Janemba is beyond more powerful than the original. I mean, powerful enough that he can beat Goku and kind of destroy him right now, alongside Vegeta. And this is the reason why. The reason why is because of the reason why Goku was fighting in hell. All of that energy, and also too, Goku and Beerus' attacks, I'm just going to say for what it purposes, was radiating that power even through hell, alongside Goku using all of his forms and having fun, fighting all these different demonic entities and everything in hell, has fueled the power of that creature. And it has fueled the machine so much that it overloaded, and it creates Janemba, who is extremely powerful. So, and it's also just because Janemba is one of my favorite characters and I want to make him really strong. But anyway, now, this is when problems happen as people started coming back from the dead, such as Frieza came back and other people came back. They're really confused by what's happening right now. All the people that Goku has defeated is coming back, and people who have passed away is coming back. It's really weird. And Janemba was taking over hell and mixing them together as the likes of King Yama and everybody else was all trapped in these giant bean-shaped floating things. But now, Goku would sense that something was wrong. Same with Beerus, Whis, and Vegeta as well. Goku would actually leave and teleport to King Kai. And he would actually talk to King Kai, see what's happening. He would land on the bottom pits of hell, and he would actually spot Janemba, who was dancing around. They would actually scuffle a little bit, but whatever Goku's attacks was doing was not really messing with him, and Goku thinks that it's probably just a harmless creature. But then it begins to morph into something very sinister. Goku got into a stance stating, "I don't like the feel of this," as the battle would begin. And that is it for this What If You guys. Stay tuned for the next part. You do not want to miss this. Now, thank y'all for watching. Let's reach 10,000 subscribers, and I will talk to you all later.